The year of Superman has begun, and it starts with a new Superman Lego set. So it's been a while since we got a Lego Superman set, but thankfully, Lego decided to give us one for 2025 in honor of the Superman movie. It's not for the Superman movie, but that's the reason they're making it. Alright, so this is the Superman Mech versus Lex Luthor. It's coming with 120 pieces, costs $15, so, you know, it's not terribly priced. You get 2 exclusive minifigures of Superman and Lex Luthor. Interestingly, I noticed this on this year's DC sets. They haven't changed the logo. They're still using the old logo. They aren't using the new old logo. Oh no, me box is fucked. Thanks a lot, Jeff Bezos, you asshole, because I bought it on Amazon. Fucker. Right, anyway, there's the back of the box. It's not really showing too much. Just Superman getting out of his mech to attack Lex Luthor. And there's the front with Superman again. Here's the bottom, and this side, and this side. Let's open it up now. Ah, shit. Okay, that's all that. And then the thing fell on the ground. But here it is. Alright, so here are the instructions for our Superman set. Here they are. This is the little cape box for Superman's cape. And then we got 2 bags, but they're unnumbered, so that doesn't really mean anything. So, yeah. Alright, I'm gonna build it. And then we're gonna review it, and we're gonna have some fun. So, let's go. Why did I do Mario? I don't know. Up, and away. That works, I guess, sort of. Not really. All right, and here it is: the Superman Mech versus Lex Luthor, and I think it's pretty good. The build was enjoyable. It was fast, you know, and wasn't too involved, and you know, figures are they're pretty decent, but we'll get to them in a bit. Let's start with the mech, actually, because, you know, that's what you're paying for, really, at the end of the day, and I don't think it's terrible. This is one of the newer styles of mechs. They have these new joints here, where you can't move the knee, but, you know, it means it's more stable and stuff like that, so it's not a huge loss, but you still have enough articulation in the thing to get in some neat little poses, you know, because you got the little mixel ball joints, so you get a pretty wide range of motion there. And you got these little dudes here. You can do stuff with the fingies. Your hip joint here, you're gonna have a little, possibly, oh no, that's still pretty good. Ankle, you know, pops off, so be careful with that. And then, you know, it's the same on the other side. You got a full 360 there. And then also, you have like these little epaulets here, which do move out of the way when you move the arms up. We'll have to see what that's like when we put Superman in there. But then he has these thrusters on the back, so he can fly in the mech, which make up the cape, sort of. And they move a bit. So that's pretty cool. I like that. And overall, I think also, you know, visually, the mech is pretty cool, because as you can see, it's Superman. You know, it looks like Superman. You got, you know, the cape, you got the boots here, and the belt, and, you know, you got the House of L Superman logo there as a print, which is really cool. And it looks good. I like the way this looks. I think it's neat. Let's put Superman in there and see how that looks. There's a way that you do it. You gotta keep the cape out. Okay, you gotta move the arms, but you keep the cape out, and then you plop them in like that, and then here's Superman in his mech versus Lex Luthor. One major complaint I've seen about this set is that Superman is fighting Lex Luthor in a mech, and usually it's the other way around. And I get that, you know, typically it's Lex with the mech and not Superman, but that's just how these sets go. I don't think they've done any in this style of 2 minifigures in a mech where the villain gets a mech and not the hero. I'm sure we'll get one eventually, like, it's inevitable. We'll get like a Green Goblin mech versus Spider-Man and a Joker mech versus Batman and maybe a Lex Luthor mech versus Superman. That would be cool. But for now, Superman's got a mech and it looks pretty decent. And he's going to just stomp on Lex Luthor, and then fly away. Alright, here are our 2 minifigures in this set, Superman and Lex Luthor. These are exclusive to the set, and I think they're okay, you know, they're not terrible. I think Superman is my favorite, but I have some problems with him. Lex, I think is a good looking figure, just not my favorite design, honestly. He's in the war suit, his power armor, whatever you want to call it, battle armor, whatever. I haven't been able to find like a specific comic or art or anything that this is from, so this might just be like a original design Lego came up with. It's not terrible. I do wish there was a bit more purple though, because it's really just like splotched around here and there, and then on the hands and the LexCorp logo. Other than that, you do have like a kryptonite like shoulder pad thing, and then his head. You have his head, which is also it's been used on like Bruce Wayne and Loki, and is currently being used for Professor X, which is really noticeable because both Charles Xavier and Lex Luthor are bald. That's not great, but they've been using this head for Lex for a while. I don't think it's the perfect head, but it's fine. I don't know. Then you do also get a little crystal of kryptonite, which is always good, and then one of these stud shoot guns that fires a green kryptonite bullet, and you know, I don't know, it's pretty good. It's not terrible. Lex is definitely the most detailed figure in the set, because he has leg printing and he's got, you know, accessories going on, so it's not terrible. Then we get to Superman. This is a pretty decent Superman minifigure. This is actually our 3rd comic book Superman. The first one was in 2012. Actually 2011, it was a Comic-Con exclusive, but then that figure was just used in a billion sets, aka this guy. So we'll be looking at him a little later. And then the second one was in the DC CMF series. It was the Rebirth suit. And then this is kind of a more modern version of that classic Superman design. And he's fine, you know. He does use the older style spongy cape with the one hole in it instead of... they don't use this cape. I don't have it in red. It would be a little bit closer to Doctor Strange's cape, which I don't like. I don't like those capes because I like some soft goods, not this. I like it when it's, you know, stays flat against their back. The torso print is pretty good. I like it. And on the back, there's the back. Not really a lot going on there. It is simple, but I think that works for this costume. of Superman. You got his muscles going on, and the Superman logo, House of L crest, on his chest. It is like a little rounded, which I like. Unlike this one where it's kind of flat. Fuck it. We're gonna do it now. We're gonna compare the original Lego Superman with the new Lego Superman, because also, as you can see, there are little extra lines like at his shoulders. Also, the belts are different. This one, there's a little extra lining on it, and he has a mini Superman logo as the belt buckle. This one is just the oval belt buckle. Head-wise, you can see it's a new head, and then we're using this hairpiece that was used on like the Henry Cavill Supermans. This one is the original comic book hair, and then this one that I have, it has the heat vision head, so we can get a look at that. You know, this one's a little angrier. This one's, you know, a little bit more stern. So overall, you know, not a horrible figure, but as you can see, there's a major difference between these two Supermen that is bugging me, and it's something that's been going on for a while now that really pisses me off. And it's his hips. So as you can see, this Superman here has red hips on his blue legs to show off his iconic red trunks that we love so much. This Superman does not. Now I know what you're saying.
Rampaging elephant! Sometimes Superman doesn't wear the trunks. This is just one of those.
No, it's not, you idiot, because look at the belt. Usually when Superman doesn't wear trunks, he has a red belt. I don't know if there are many where he has a yellow belt, but, you know, they could have just put a yellow belt on there and it would have been fine. But look at there. Red belt loops. They're implying that the trunks are there, but they don't give you the trunks. What the fuck? This is an issue that I've noticed Lego is doing now, where they do not include legs with hips that are a different color than the actual legs. And I first noticed this last year with this guy, Cyclops, from the X-Jet set, where he did not come with yellow hips for his trunks. Now this was excusable because I was like, you know what, it doesn't look terrible without the trunks. I think it looks fine. But, you know, the Jim Lee Cyclops suit that they use in X-Men 97 does have yellow trunks. Then, in the X-Mansion, which I don't have, for Mr. Scott Summers here, they give him his trunks and his, like, thigh strap things, but they printed the trunks, his yellow trunks, on blue legs. So his hips are blue with plain yellow rectangles printed on them. What the fuck? So I don't know what it is with Lego and superheroes in general now, not wanting to include separately colored hips, but it just bothers me because they used to do it. It doesn't look that hard, or doesn't seem that hard to do, and they just don't do it. And that bothers me, because it shouldn't be hard, it shouldn't be expensive. I think they're just being lazy. Now what I've done to rectify the issue of Cyclops is I gave him these dual molded legs, so he at least has boots. I don't have any plain yellow hips lying around, so I can't do that. And I think it looks better. It gives him a bit more yellow going on. Also, I gave him this hairpiece because this is the hair they use in Lego Marvel Superheroes, the video game. I think it looks better for Cyclops because it covers more of the top of his head and stuff. It's not perfect, but I think it looks good. So Superman. I think the torso print is pretty good. I think the head's pretty good. The hair is fine. I think for a comic book Superman, I like this more. Because then you get the curl a bit more. Legs, I think, need some work. So, luckily, I do have many a Superman from various releases. So, we will be doing this. We will be swapping the legs of Superman. Dee. And look at that! That looks so much better! That looks really good! That's Superman right there. I'm a big fan of that. And then also, for shits and giggles, we're going to change up the hair, and, hey! That looks pretty good! Look at that! That's a pretty good Superman right there. He's got the trunks now. He's got some different hair. Let's see how it looks with the heat vision. Look at that. Perfect for your dumb, evil Superman. And then, you know, let's look at what that looks like with this hair. There you go. Look at that. Evil Superman. Hate that. Well, that actually looks kind of cool with the cape like that. Now, I do have an extra thing we can do, which is these. I made these legs a while ago, and I put them on this guy, and it looks really fucking good. So then you had the boots on there. Let us see how Superman looks, the new Superman looks, with dual molded legs, because they also didn't do that, but that's a little more understandable. And, hey, that looks cool too. That looks nice. I think we're gonna go back to, I think we're gonna go back to this now, but that wasn't bad. That looks really good. See just how much just putting red hips on him makes him look so much better. Like, it looks complete now. It looks like a complete Superman. All right, let's talk about Mr. Luthor over here, because I also, of course, have the 2012 Lex Luthor and another Warsuit Lex, although this one's kind of modified because I gave him the same head as this guy. And, you know, this is my favorite Warsuit Lex that they've done. I think the purple and the green look good. There's enough of both colors that it looks good. And I think with this head, it just looks so much better. But let's do a little head swap here, because I'm curious. This is what this looks like when you get it in the box, and it's fine. But this head that they used in 2012 just makes him look so much more evil and angry. And look at that. That already elevated that figure as well. So, if you get this set and you want to upgrade your figures, the easiest thing you can do is put the 2012 Lex Luthor head on Lex, and then give Superman some red trunks, and there you go. You got an even better Superman and Lex Luthor. Alright, so, at the end of the day, am I going to recommend this set? I'm going to say yes. I do recommend it. You know, it's a cheap way to get two figures we haven't gotten in a while. And it's a nice looking mech, a nice looking display mech, you know, or a play mech, you know. It's a nice looking mech. It represents Superman very well. I like it. And then I think if you upgrade the minifigures with just 3 pieces, it is quite literally just these 3 bits and bobs. These legs, oh crap, this head, and this hair. You upgrade them with that, you got even better minifigures. But even then, I think the figures are fine on their own if you don't have a Superman or a Lex, you know, and they'll go good with your 50 million fucking Batman minifigures. So that's good. Hopefully Lego does more Superman stuff. I am really hoping eventually, even though it doesn't look like it right now, I hope soon in the future we get sets based on the new movie. That would be fantastic. But if not, I think just some comic book stuff would be fun. Maybe throw in other members of the Justice League in there. I hope we get more DC stuff that isn't just Batman and Batman movies, because it's getting really fucking annoying. So I'm excited about the set, even though I already have it now. I think it's good, and I think you should buy it. So yeah, do that. And goodbye. That was bad.